Let's take a look at using the keyboard shortcuts to access the ribbon and some of the menu options. To do this, we'll use the Alt key on the keyboard. The Alt is the key just to the left of the space bar on your keyboard, so I'll press Alt, and once I press Alt, as you can see, some letters appear along the top of my ribbon. So H takes me to Home, P to Page Layout, and on my Quick Access toolbar I have some numbers. So I'm going to click P to go to Page Layout, and as you can see I've now moved across to the Page Layout ribbon. If I wanted to change the orientation of my document so that it was landscape instead of portrait, for example, I can press the letter O, and then I can use the arrow key to move down to landscape and press Enter, and there it's changed. So I'll press the Alt key. I'm making sure that I am on the Page Layout tab. I'll press O for orientation, and now I'm going to make it go back to portrait, and there we go. And so it's quite straightforward and easy to use the keyboard to do things. Because you've got the visual cues, you don't have to remember all those complex key combinations. Now I'm going to press Alt again, and this time draw your attention to the Quick Access toolbar. As you can see, these have numbers. So now on the Quick Access toolbar, I have the number 8 for my orientation. So all I need to do is press the number 8, and that brings me in to the same place without having to first click on Page Layout and then orientation. So instead of having a 3 or 4 step process, by using the Alt key with the Quick Access toolbar, I take that down to a 2-step process. Now let's say that this page layout is something that I use a lot. So I'll click on the drop down arrow, I'll come to More Commands, remember customizing the Quick Access toolbar. I'll select the page orientation and I'll move it up my list. I'm going to make it number 3, and I'll click OK. There it is, it's moved across. Now when I press Alt, it becomes number 3 instead of number 8. Now when I've only got a few things on my Quick Access toolbar, it's probably not too difficult. But once your Quick Access toolbar goes all the way along here, you want your most favorite icons to be the first ones between 0 to 9, and that means it's just a 2-key shortcut. There are other kinds of keyboard shortcuts in Microsoft Word, ones that you'll already be familiar with. So by selecting some text, I can use Control and B to make it bold, I can use Control and I to then make it italic, and I can use Control and U to make it underlined. So Control and U will now remove underlining, Control and I will now remove the italic, and Control and B will remove the bold. So those keyboard shortcuts that you are familiar with using the Control key will still work with Microsoft Office 2010.